Don't start your next Viking before watching this, even if you already know the basics. I will show you how I reached second place on my server and beat ways using this strategy. We will cover common mistakes, test the strategy with real result, and find what actually works. Let's get started. Okay guys, as you can see right now, I logged in into the event before the event starts. More or less here is 30 minutes because you need to prepare for this event. And I will tell you how exactly you need to prepare, but the point is that if you will be online right before the event is started, you probably are gathering, so recalling your troops or sending and finding the best player to reinforce would be really challenging. So be online at least 10 minutes, 5 minutes before the event and do some, let's say, optimization, find the best players to reinforce, and then you can optimize during the event how you are sending your squad. As you can see here, some players are online, so most probably they will be online also during the event, so this could be a one information. And as you can also see, some players has already reinforcement, so we need to check out who sent these reinforcements. This is because you need to figure out who already has their city empty, because those players will give you more score. And in order to understand this information, you can randomly send your squad to reinforce the players that already has reinforcement. And by doing so, you would be able to see the list of players who already send their troops out to reinforce the other players. Doing so will help you to understand which cities are empty. So this is the technique that you can do before the event starts. Now, we can see one of the players that has 200 troops by one of our strongest, let's say, players. And the mistake that you might do is that reinforce either strong players or the cities that the strong players already reinforced. Avoid it, guys. Do not try to beat the strong players because you cannot. They have higher troop gold troops, they have higher capacity, they have better heroes. So if you try to mess with them, you will lose a lot of score. So this is one of the mistakes that you try to avoid it for any reason. And now you can see one of the players who already sent the uh, troops for reinforcing, but he's offline and he doesn't have any reinforcement. Now the event is started. During the event, I will try to show you different tricks, different mistakes, and show you real-time the strategy, how it works, and the scores. The second trick you need to know is that keep top 3 heroes inside your city, send all of your troops out, and if you have extra troops, keep archers inside. This is because if you send the strongest troops outside of your city must probably lose its strength and you will bear it. So it's better to keep top 3 here in your city and then send the rest for the other players to, let's say, reinforce them. And during the event, you need to check this page again and again and again. This is because you need to check out how your current ones are performing and how the other players are getting online or not. The other mistake that you need to avoid is some players do not check reports at all. You need to check this report every single time. As you can see here, after first round, the first 2 players I showed in this ranking are giving me a really good score, but the last one is not really good. And for the second round as well, as you can see, the results are more or less the same. So what you conclude from this is that the last player, you need to recall it and send it to someone else because it's not performing very well. So the third trick that you need to know, replace lowest score with new cities. And this is really important because this is the sort of optimization that you need to do during this event. And in order to understand which other player we need to reinforce, you need to come to the same list and find preferably an online player who has less reinforcement. Because the more reinforcement the cities have, the less you will score from those cities. Another mistake, guys, that you probably do. Try to avoid distant players. As you can see, the first one that I recalled gets back to my city very late. And for this reason, I could not get on time to the next city. So as you can see, the city I'm sending my troops in will be heated before my troop reach there. So if you do this, you will probably lose some score by moving your squad. So try to do the timing and send it only to closest cities near to you, so you try to avoid the scenario that you can see on the bottom of the screen right now. And we're fine, more or less. I would keep my troops as is for now, and based on the new score from the other rounds, I will try to understand how I can optimize the troops. And I'm just checking how other players are changing, if there is any new online player, because if someone new comes and they already send the troops out, you can quickly reinforce those players, and this will really help you to score more, because some players just send their reinforcement and go offline. So this is your chance to score more compared to them. As you can see in the round 4, the new player we tried to reinforce didn't give us a really good score. So it depends to us if we want to recall it, send it to someone else, or we just wait to find a better player for this. So guys, keep watching the members, keep checking the reports. This is the main, let's say, important thing to optimize everything. As you can see here, I'm waiting for this round to hit and then recall the one that didn't score very well. Okay, let's wait. And you can also check out your cities that you are reinforcing. Where are they? Because they even last 30 minutes, so you probably got bored in some point. But having the chance to check the result and trying to come up with the best strategy actually keep you busy. Okay, as you can see, more or less the 5 squad that I had were paid, but the last one again didn't score very well in this round as well. So we most probably need to change that squad and send it to somewhere else. But if you do not have any other option at the moment to send the squad that you are recalling, probably it's better to just keep it there to do not lose any point from each round. And just keep checking if anyone gets online, if other players are changing and moving their squad among different cities. But this is a common mistake. Can you see some of the cities that they are full of reinforcement? This is really terrible. It will not give you the score you want. And another trick here is that round 7, 14, and 17, the Viking will only attack the player who is online. It includes you and also the cities that you are reinforcing. So it's better to, for these rounds, recall if you are already reinforcing a player who is offline, or so one of the players that you were reinforcing before is offline now, it's better to recall all of them and send it to the online players, so you do not lose, let's say, any score from the online round, because the online rounds, which are again round 7, 14, and 17, it gives you a really good boost in terms of a score. We will see their scores once they hit. You can easily compare the normal score that you get from the normal attacks and the one that are through the online players. So no new online player for now. Probably some will join by seeing the notification of the game. If you have the notification on your phone, you most probably get the notification once the Viking is activated. So some troops, as you can see here, this player, he just saw the event notification and become online and recalling all the troops from gathering. That's why you see uh, 4 different arrows toward his or her city. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, during the online attacks, the time usually is longer. That's why it's the chance for you to optimize all of your squad if you are going to move them around, or you already are trying to reinforce, let's say, online player. You can easily switch. Okay, now you can see that the result of round 6, it was more or less the same. We are still waiting for the round 7, which is the attack on the online players. Let's wait and see the scores. I kept one of my squads in a city which is offline. You might ask why. I will tell you in a few minutes. This is my secret, let's say, strategy that I'm using, and you will see by also the step-by-step result how this strategy works. Wait for that strategy, guys. Okay, now that the round 7 is also done, as you can see, the first city that was offline, it didn't give me any score. The rest has significantly higher score compared to other ones, the normal attacks. But anyways, the last 2 was not super impressive, so I need to try to modify some stuff in the organization of the city. So I recall one of my squad. I'm sending to a new player to just test it, because this is a new player. I'm trying to send my reinforcement. The city is empty in terms of reinforcement. It's super close. So it was the best choice for me to test. If it's a good in terms of the score, I will keep it there. If it's not, I need to recall and to send someone else. As you can see, it wasn't very impressive. It means that even if it's online and there were no reinforcement, he didn't send his troops to other cities to reinforce other players. That's why having a city which is empty is super, super, super important, guys. Okay, so let's wait for another round. So far, I would say we did great. We have 2 players that are giving a really high score and 3 giving a medium score. And we are playing with the last 2 in order to find better cities, because the last 2 that we were checking were not super impressive. I checked this player, it wasn't really impressive, so I wait also for the second attack. Once it's done, I recalled it, and I'm sending the same squad to the HQ, headquarters. And why I'm doing this? Because during this event on round 10 and 20, you need to send your squad to headquarters, HQ. And it's better to send the closest one. And the point is that it's better if your alliance put a maximum. By the way, let's take a look. Okay, the last 3 options are not really impressive. The Serdulex was very good before, but it seems we got new reinforcement from other players, so I need to think about it as well. Let's come back to the topic. I was saying, so try to recall the closest city and send it to the HQ because it takes less time. And if you can limit the number of the troops you are sending, so you can fit more players and use the maximum, it will be really good for your entire alliance. If you send less troops, obviously you will get less reward for yourself, but it's alliance event, so it's better to set the maximum troops by the alliance and then respect that ratio. And during this, as you can see, I'm just organizing the last 2 or 3 that I was not getting really good result from them, because the attack to the HQ usually take a long time, so you have time for optimization. You can check out the last round result again, try to see which were the cities that you didn't score very well, recall them, find a new city, probably your teammates change their reinforcement, so you can find a new city to reinforce, or a new online player come up, so you can send your reinforcement to those cities. You need to play around, you need to check the result, you need to check the players real time, and based on the action other players are taking, you need to react and try to change it. As you can see, this player was didn't have any reinforcement. I sent another player also noticed this, send their reinforcement. Okay, finally the HQ attack is almost done. We'll need to find another player based on the number of the troops already in their cities. If they already send out their troops outside, if they are online or not, if their city has any reinforcements. All these criteria are important to find out which city we need to reinforce next. Okay, we have still waiting. This could be a bit boring, but it will give you plenty time to move your troops and optimize them, because the time between the other attacks are not really enough, let's say, to recall your troops and send it to someone else. So for the attacks to the online players, or the attacks that are done to the HQ, you will have the chance to use this time to let's say recall the cities that they are not giving really good a score, and send those to other cities to test out if they are scoring well or not. So it's more or less optimization. Okay, we've got second in the round 10, 35k score. Okay, we are halfway and already 180 in the leaderboard. The more number of the attacks, the higher score you will get. So let's say a score you get from attack 18 is completely different than attack number 2, because the more it goes, it becomes more harder. Okay, the troop is returning from the HQ. I still have time to send it to another city. Let's find out to whom we can send it. Okay, this one has only 200k, so we can send it here. As you can see, every time I'm keeping the top 3 heroes in my city. I'm not sending it to any other cities. And another point is that it's better to send less archers to the cities. So the priority on the archers is really low. So if you have a lot of troops, probably you can keep all your archers inside your town and then send the rest for reinforcement. Here we go. And as you can see on the map, other players are also playing with the dynamics of the game, trying to optimize it, recalling their troops from a city, sending that troop to another. You just figure out whose city is better. And this is not, let's say, something that stay like it until the end of the game. Because even if you find a city that gives you really good score, most probably other players reinforce that player as well, so you will not get good result from that player anymore. Here we are with round 11. We're just checking the scores. Let's see the summary. Okay, as you can see, the Sergiolex is not really good anymore in terms of the result. And here's the main trick, guys. As you can see, my offline player is giving more score. Even if I miss the online attack, okay? It's still on top. This is my secret strategy. Let me explain you in detail why this is important, how it works, and how you can actually take advantage of it. So basically, if you find a player which already sent all of its troops to reinforce other players, and he or she is offline, during the event, because the list of the players is sorted based on the online players first, most probably no other player will reinforce that player. So, if you can first find a player who is offline and the seat is empty, and you reinforce it, and this player do not show up for the event, this is your golden chance, because no one else probably will reinforce that player, and you can easily get score from that player without being worried that, okay, someone will reinforce it during the event. No one will reinforce offline players during event unless they are following the same strategy as you do. As you can see, still, the first player by far is the best player, even if it's online and I miss the online attack. I'm still trying to check out who is not giving me good score. Recall, send it to another player, and try to find a player that is really good. But I see a lot of mistakes actually. Having a city full of reinforcement is really bad for all the players for that alliance. It's better to somehow balance these troops between other players and other cities. Okay, I got some sort of lag because I'm using my laptop for this game to record this video. Now, this player, if you remember, got online a bit late and it was recalling all of its troops. Let's hope that he already sent his troops out for reinforcing the other players, but we cannot know until we send all of troops and see the result by ourselves. And by the way, guys, this is round 14. Again, if you remember, I told you round 14, round 7, and round 17 is only for online players. So right now I'm reinforcing all of my cities that I send online player, except one that is my secret source of score. And again, we have plenty of time to check out who is online again, how players are sending their reinforcement to cities. And sometimes this is also happening a lot. You are reinforcing someone who was online before, and then just before the attack 7, 14, or 17, that player goes offline. So there will be no attack for that player anymore. So be careful, especially before the online attacks. Try to check if those players are still online. If not, try to, for that specific attack, move them to another city, and then after the attack on one player is done, you can recall and send it back to their old city. Okay, so they will hit in a few seconds, and then we can check the results. Okay, again, my first player no score because it was offline, but um, the one to glass is also really impressive. I found it during the try and error phase, the optimization I was doing. Okay, here's another trick. In on top of, let's say, the old one I told you. If you are using the trick to reinforce the offline players, if you can find a player who is super close to you and offline, that's a golden, let's say, strategy, because you can also recall that squad, use it for sending to another online players for the attacks to online players on round 7, 14, and 17, and do not also lose any score on these attacks. This is really important, guys. We can see also scores. We are doing well, but it seems that the last player we sent is not performing very well, so we need to come up offline with it. Coming back to the topic, guys. So, you can some sort of mix the strategies. You will reinforce a player who is offline. There is no other reinforcement in that city. You are the only one, and that player already sent all of its troops to the other players. During the online attacks, you can manage and send your squad to other cities only for those specific attacks and recall them and send it back to offline players. This is the ultimate, I would say, strategy that can generate the most amount of score for you. Okay, still we are approaching the end of the event, but we are checking with any other players online how we can optimize, because one of the players is not scoring very well. We need to somehow find a better player. But for now, since it's a attack on the online players, let's wait. As you can see, the event is not finished yet. We have 4 more attacks, but we are almost there. We have a really good rank. We kind of unlock a lot of scores. And the important point is that the jump that you do in the ranking of the top 20 or top 10 player is done at the end, because they are super close to each other. So you will see that these 4 remaining attacks will change literally everything. We just need to wait for the attack and see how it goes. Okay, while we are waiting, let me review what we learned so far. Try to give you a quick summary. The first mistake we talked about was that you skip the preparation. You need the preparation to find out who will be online, whose city is empty, who has reinforcement, who doesn't. So the trick that you need to use here is that to find the cities that are empty. You need to do it before the event. Another thing that you need to do is that you need to avoid strong players. You don't you let's say, it's better to phrase it like this: you must not reinforce strong players And you must not reinforce the cities that the strong players are already reinforcing them. And the trick we learned is that keep your top 3 heroes at home, send all of your troops out, and also check out the reports frequently after each attack. As you can see right now, I'm checking again and again and again. Okay, so another thing that we learned was that once you're checking, if someone is not giving you a really good score, you need to replace it. But when you are replacing, pay attention to do not miss any of the attacks, because if you recall it early or a bit late, you probably lose a score for a round for that player. And during the event, probably some players will be online, some new players. So once you are optimizing, recalling some of your troops, you can check out who just got online and send your troops for those cities. And what else? I told you my secret strategy about offline players, that you can mix it with another strategy to send those troops that you send to offline players to online players and recall them and send it back again to offline players. Mix up this strategy will generate a huge amount of score for you. And I would say this part will make the ranking. We will see at the end how it works. Okay. And we talk about how you need to optimize your troops for the round 10 and 20 for the HQ headquarter. We talk about that it's better if you put a maximum. Okay, here's the result of round 18. We are doing fine. So we do not do any other modification. I would think it's not worth it. Probably we can just recall one troop and send it to another. But that's it in terms of the strategy. And then about the offline and online players, pay attention for the round that the attack is on online players, that the city you are reinforcing is still online. If they are offline, there will be no attack, you will lose score. Okay, here we are with round 19 as well, and we just need to send our squad to HQ for the last round. These are the main milestones, and without the last attacks, we are already placed at 10. And the players that you are seeing on the screen, they are all Vales in this event. So being able to be in top 10, I would say it's really impressive. But let's see how the last attack will change everything. If we can get higher ranking by only the headquarter attack or not. I'm just checking how people are sending their squads. So far 9 players sent and 10 players. We have half of the capacity left. I'm checking this because the last trick I want to tell you will also make a big difference. The point is that sometimes players, if you put a limit that okay, maximum 80k, maximum 100k troops, some players just trying to be quick, they send less and they do not send again to refill the missing capacity. So the maximum number of the players will reach. So you will see, okay, 15 players are already there, but there is still a capacity to be filled, as you can see on the screen. We have 15 players, but still 300k capacity is there. So what I can do is that since the Viking will hit in 1.5 minutes, I just quickly send additional troops for the HQ. which will give me a huge boost in this event. Because anyway, even if you set the capacity for the event, guys, this is a missing point for everyone. If you don't feel it, this points is missed for everyone else. So you can feel more troops and have more damage to the Vikings and have more result. And this is the total score I got. As you can see, the first player still by far is the best, even if I lost 3 attacks to that player. Imagine if it was closed, you could recall that squad and send it to someone else. You would have a huge difference in that case. But unfortunately, it was super far away, so I also tried to avoid using any speed ups. That's why I didn't swap my troops. And here's the moment of truth. Let's see. Still 13 minutes. Okay, even though I sent my squad again, there is a still room inside the HQ. Okay, that's it. This is the last attack. I just recalled all of my... Okay, oh my god, I got 75k. Let's see the event. Where we are at right now, personal ranking. Oh my god, 2nd place in the entire server. 2nd place, guys. If I had the chance to move my troops between that with another online player, definitely I would become 1st place. So let's have a quick recap. As you can see here in the strategy summary, I got 140k from one city in that event, and the city was offline. Only I was reinforcing that city, and the city was completely empty because I was checking it before the event start, so I already knew. And as you can see here, I also put the note that if the city is closed, you can recall that squad, send to online players. Then the second strategy that I would say it won was the online players that are empty, and you are the, let's say, not the only one that reinforcing them, but at least there are maximum 1 or 2 other players, and these players are not the strong players. Okay, this is the main takeaway here. And then the other strategy that I followed was again online players, only your squad, but city is not empty. And you can see how important is that the city is empty. This is why before the event started, we check first of all whose city is empty. Coming to conclusion, follow with this order, because you cannot send all of your 6 squad to a city that is offline, it's empty, and only your squad is there. You cannot do it because other players are doing the same strategy. So you need to find 1 or 2 cities from strategy 1, 3 to 4 cities from strategy 2, and if any other squad is left, you can just send it to other online players that the city is not probably empty, or there are other also squad inside. I hope you score very well in your events. Thanks for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe for more Kingshot videos, and please like this video to support me.